Hi Cooper, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
How are you enjoying Supanova so far?
Supernova's been nice and calm, relaxed, and a crazy amount of cosplayers, which is like my favorite part about all the conventions. So, yeah, good cosplaying work.
So, you were involved heavily in Shazam, and Shazam was a very different kind of movie in comparison to the other DC films. It was very light-hearted, it was very fun.
Yeah.
What was it like, being involved in Shazam?
Well, knowing how the other DC films were like kind of a little bit darker and everything, I was worried about Shazam, and then after I read, they had like a fake name for it, but you knew what it was, like when especially if you're a DC fan. But once I was reading the script that of my stuff, I was like, oh, it's actually kind of real, considering how it turns into like a magical superhero. But the realness of it was my favorite part of the movie. So I knew we kind of had like this good thing, because every other DC person's like their family life kind of sucked, and then in some kind of way, like losing, everyone lost a dad. Every DC hero lost a dad, except for Aquaman. And I think Flash is in prison, so however that works.
It's kind of a loss.
But it's like, right, I think that's a loss, yeah. And then, but there's a lot of that, and then this is like, oh, the family's good, and they're an influence on this thing, so that's what I liked about it, and I thought that's what the big difference was compared to all the other superheroes, DC superheroes.
As you mentioned, it was quite different. I think it made it quite successful too. I really enjoyed it personally, and it was very different to what I was expecting from a DC film. They are a lot darker. Being so different, and a lot of the DC films, like I think Wonder Woman's coming out later this year, Aquaman's still floating around. Do you see more Shazam in the upcoming years, since it did have that open ending where there is more to come?
Yeah, we're shooting I think the sequel starts shooting this summer, I'm pretty sure, so it's yeah, there will be more Shazams. Plus, The Rock being Black Adam, doing his own standalone movie, he and Shazam will have to meet at some point. They have to, right?
Yeah, you'd assume so.
They're kind of like nemesis. Nemesis.
Now, at the end of the film, there was a brief shot of Superman.
Yes.
So, do you think, apart from Black Adam and everything, do you think that there will be something similar to the Justice League, where Shazam will be involved with other superheroes, and it'll be some really big action-packed movie, maybe someone else casted as Superman or something really cool like that?
I would hope. Again, I know nothing of any of the other movies, but I would really hope that Henry Cavill stays as Superman, because I think he's awesome, an awesome Superman. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know any of this in any capacity of any kind, but as a fan of this stuff, I would think they would have to have Shazam join, because everyone else isn't powerful enough for what is to come. You need you would need all the firepower you can get, and oh no, I think it'd be smart to anyway. If you had that kind of power,
Are you looking forward to the next project beginning?
Yeah, I want to get these projects going, because the kids, I swear to God, if they're taller than me, I'm gonna have to be on an apple box. Like, I need to make sure I'm always a foot taller than them. I'm like, oh man, I just know they're gonna get taller than me. I know it. Even Faith. Betrayals. You're not supposed to get taller than me, guys. That's ridiculous.
Well, thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I think I will. Everything else has been great. I'm gonna eat more of those gummy worms.